Oh, good morning. It is warm already. I'm down here to water and probably pick tomatoes if they're okay. But this week is hot, hot, hot. The last time it was this warm was probably back in early June. So yeah, I think today's high is 27 degrees. So yes, the plants do need a bit of extra water. So I'm going to crack on with that. So I think it's time to trim that bush. It's just too high and it's a bit messy, so it will look neater if I can just trim it back to the arch shape. Thankfully it's in the shade, so it shouldn't be too hot to work with. But I'm just using hand shears. I don't have a cordless hedge trimmer down here. But yeah, there's no sign that anybody's still using that nest. So I won't cut the nest out, I'll just kind of tidy up around it. Oh, I'm hot. There's some bits I can't reach safely, so I think I have to come down with a more stable step, maybe a short step ladder. Or I need to come down with something a bit more robust for cutting it. I think that's a bird of prey above the plot, with the noise it's making. You know, I was cutting some runner beans and I've got these fist scars. I don't know if they're snips, that sort of thing. But they've got a blade on the inside, but they've also got blades on the outside. Look, nearly every time I use them I end up cutting myself. They're quite dangerous really, having it on both sides. I guess so you can kind of cut as a knife like that or open them up, but I keep just forgetting and cutting myself, so I've got to be a lot more careful with these. I think I might get some other snips. They're really sharp, they're good in that way, they're too sharp. At least it's only a small cut, and thankfully I've got a first aid kit. But please be careful with your chores. Okay, I was just harvesting. Oh dear, I think my seat just broke. Not that heavy really. Oh well, these plastic things don't last forever. Anyway, as long as I don't fall through the chair. I was harvesting the runner beans and then I decided the apple tree that I picked some of the apples the other day, just pick the rest because this is, I don't know, a week or two later. And then I saw one pear that I could get to that was worth picking. No, not all the pears are like this, but look at this. What a lovely sized pear. Just a shame there's brambles around the tree. But yeah, it's not soft yet, but that should soften up at home. And let's see if I can actually lift this. I'm going to put the pear on the ground so it doesn't get bruised. Oh. So this basket has apples, a courgette, tomatoes down there, and green beans there. It's heavy. Oh. And I ate some of those apples that I took home, and yeah, they're nice. I'm hoping, having left the rest of them for a bit longer, that they'll be a bit sweeter. They're very edible. Now, yes, I know I've got too many that are this size. That's what comes when you don't thin it out. It wasn't a very big tree. It's only got a few branches coming off the sides. So I'm quite pleased with that harvest. And they're very clean. They haven't got, they're not going mouldy. They haven't got holes in. There was only about 5 I had to chuck that had been, nibbled, chewed. So they look really clean. So I'm really pleased with them. So yeah, we'll gotta find a suitable place to store them now. That's a little robin looking at me, chirping on the hose reel. This is on the bush next to my arch. That robin came back. I think he's looking for some food. Aren't you? You want me to do some digging? I don't do much digging. That doesn't help you have worms though, does it? Okay, now that was funny. I just had the hose pipe had decided just kind of turn and basically shower me in water. If only that had been caught on camera. Not what I planned, but it felt nice with this heat. It was nice to get showered in water. So yeah, I think I've nearly finished the watering. Took longer than I wanted. Although it's another hot day tomorrow, I'm not coming down tomorrow. I think I'll come down the following day and give it a good water. I just gotta hope everything survives. But I can't spend all day every day down here watering, and it's hopefully the plants will dig deep for the water. But as always, well, not always, but most of the time, there's nobody else down here. I didn't come down on Sunday. I was too tired. I know there was probably people down here watering on Sunday, but I didn't come. So yet again, I'm not seeing anybody. Well, we'll see if that can change. Right, on with a bit more pruning whilst the watering's happening, just so I'm making the most of the limited time I've got here. You can see it's half pruned. I've pruned some bits around there and around there, but it's reaching to the top that's difficult. I'm not sure if I got anything that's safe to stand on to get up there. Maybe it's safer to leave it. Yeah, I think so. You know, I've had a good look and I can't see any blight. Maybe that's because there's nobody else growing here. Well, growing tomatoes that I know of. And I don't know if there's anybody locally that's growing them. I'm not complaining, I'm grateful. I don't think I'm going to have a mega harvest like last year, but there's some good beefsteak size ones that are ripening up nicely. I expected to come down and see some signs of light, but none in the greenhouse, none on the outdoor ones. So given this week of nice sunny weather, fingers crossed, they should stay okay and ripen up nicely. But we'll see. I always expect it when I come down here.